My name is Jennifer Bradshaw, and I am going to be your host this evening, which I feel privileged because my goodness, we're going to have some incredible testimonials tonight. And so we just want to thank you for being here with us. We know it's an evening, and you're spending it here with us tonight, but you're gonna be happy that you did, because more than likely you're going to resonate with one of the stories you're going to hear tonight. Real quick, I would love to share mine. I actually was diagnosed at a very young age, 2 years old, I think it was, with rheumatoid arthritis, a autoimmune disease that's not fun at all. My mom brought me up holistically, thank goodness. I've never been on any medications for it. When I was introduced to the patch, I honestly didn't know what to expect, to be honest with you, because I've tried everything under the sun. I honestly did not think about my autoimmune disease in regards to the patch helping it. I was looking at energy, I was looking at focus, all the things that you're going to learn about tonight about our patches. But then the pain patch came along, and this past week, I actually have been quite sick. In fact, right now, I'm not feeling the best, but because of this incredible patch, which you're going to learn about tonight, I honestly can say I'm blown away. And the reason why I can say that is 2 days ago, because I've pretty much been laid up, 2 days ago, I took off the patch and I took a shower. I was planning on putting one back on, but I forgot because it hasn't become a complete routine for me yet, because it's only been a couple of weeks. And sure enough, I started feeling really, really bad. And I was like, oh goodness, I haven't felt this bad in like 5 years. I was like, what the heck? So I put on a patch again. And wants to brings me to tears, because honestly, 30 minutes later, my pain was subside so incredible. I was just blown away. And I'm like, these patches work, absolutely work. And I can go on and on about them because I've tried every single one of them. But for me, freedom and liberty are my two favorite right now. You're going to learn about these patches. We are, again, thankful that you're here with us, because I really believe these stories are going to touch your heart, if not your own personal life. These products, which I was shocked, have helped over 7 million people already, this technology. Our company has reached out to 7 million people and have helped that many people with all different kinds of issues. One thing that's really, really cool is that we are FDA registered. We have peer-reviewed published papers. We are drug-free, which is incredible. And yeah, there's so much more I can say, but I'm going to hush up. Because I'm going to bring on a new friend of mine, which I'm really, really excited to introduce. And his name is Paul Austin. He's an incredible person. He has his own testimonials, but he's going to bring on some incredible people tonight for you to learn more about our patches. So take it away.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. And thanks for trusting in the technology.
Yes.
That's the first step is, giving it a go. So, extremely blessed to be here to just share stories of different people. Just wanted to let everyone know we don't treat, cure, prevent, diagnose, or none of that stuff. We're just here sharing stories, and what you're going to hear is people's personal testimonials. So what I want to do is just quickly, we're going to go through the patches. I'm going to do a few of them. I'm going to pass you over to Tommy. He's going to do some more. And first, we're going to talk about this one here. It's the Liberty patch. The Liberty patch is basically the foundation of everything. It is balance, strength, stability, range of motion, like instant changes. You feel stronger, you have more eccentric force, and just like everything is just so different. There's energy. This was the very first product I ever tested, and my gosh, it was life-changing for and I wasn't a guy in pain and stuff. So truly, truly awesome. So the Liberty is something that everybody should have on. It's the only one that gives you all those physiological benefits. And then all the other patches are like apps, like on your phone. So imagine this is your OS system. It's running optimally. It's all got all the updates. It's where we want to be. And the rest of the patches you use on an as needed basis. So that's the patch. You all got to try that. That one's amazing. Let someone do the demo to you. You'll be even blown away even more. The next one is our Freedom Pain patch. We have peer-reviewed studies on it, incredible results. This is a pain patch. you put it where the pain is. And the stories, it's all it is it's a pattern that's touching the skin. It's putting the brain in a certain position to help you. I don't even get into the technical stuff. It's just put it on, no drugs, no nothing, like Jennifer said. Incredible. So pain, you put it where the pain is. The other patches you can put wherever you want. The next one is flow. And this is great for ADHD, for autism. I've seen results just amazing. Like it's working with all those networks, like your executive decision making, your memory network. It's definitely very complicated, but obviously our inventor has figured out how to create the pattern that calms that and puts the dots back together and just makes somebody's day that much better. The next one is called a focus patch. This is pay attention like never before. So let's say you're studying and you got a big test, or you're a musician and you're trying to think of lyrics or to strum a song and learn the notes and all those different things. That's truly where it's at. That is the focus, that it's focused on that attention network that a lot of us kind of can go off in different paths. And then the next one is the peace patch. And this one is for stress, anxiety, and different things like that. My wife has used it. I have used it, and I'm having one of those anxious days, or I can talk to a whole bunch of people, and we were just laughing about it. And then I get on a Zoom and I get all like, oh, and like this just makes me, okay, I'm going to do this. This is going to be good. So those are the patches. I'm going to let you go to Tommy for the next four, and then we'll get some stories out here. So go ahead, Tommy.
Right on. Thanks so much, Paul. Hey, man, too blessed to be stressed. We don't need that patch.
Yeah.
Paul mentioned that the Liberty patch is kind of like the main patch, the one through which everything kind of runs. It's really our initial technology. Well, the Victory patch right here it gives you all the benefits of the Liberty patch, but it's really more for the athlete. It's got the balance and stability, but it focuses more on the strength. So if you're somebody who likes to work out, if you're an athlete, we've got a lot of professional athletes and amateur athletes that use this patch because it's more for your the physical side of it, your muscle groups and your strength. The next one, Defend, and I love this patch. The Defend patch is it's for your immune system. It's for your immune system. Jen talked before about having immune system situations, and if you have a cold or you have allergies, blood flow, things of that nature. This thing boosts your immune system. And who doesn't want to have a better immune system? The REM patch, I think we could run the whole company just on this one. Have any trouble sleeping? Sleep is a cornerstone to health and wellness. If you're not sleeping well, you're not functioning well. Well, the REM patch, what it does is it regulates your sleep patterns and your sleep cycles. And it helps you have a deeper sleep and make you wake up and feel more refreshed and have more energy the next day. And then finally, the Ignite patch. This is our newest one, and it's like already one of our best sellers, and you're going to know why in a second. Burn calories like never before. This improves your resting metabolic rate. It burns calories while you're at rest. Without increasing your heart rate, it burns 25% more calories in your day just by wearing this patch, again, with no drugs or alcohol or chemicals on it. And that's my kind of diet. That's all of them.
Well, thanks. And I can have a quick testament to that. I lost I think it was almost 17 pounds in 28 days using the Ignite patch. And I admit I ate healthier the best I could, but I'm brutal. But it did curve my cravings and stuff. So all that nighttime food I used to jam in, which probably was working against me for sure, it did not happen. So this is all about stories, right? We're always bringing a story in because there's always something happening with these patches. So I want to first bring on Vanessa Prong. She is from Santa Maria, California. Correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes, people's Facebooks aren't updated, and I should have updated that before. But so I think you're going to talk about flow, freedom, or victory, and I'll just let you take it away and let us hear your story. And we're grateful you've come on tonight to tell us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. So I do want to reiterate the liberty and freedom for pain. I actually was diagnosed many, many years ago by my doctor for having diabetic neuropathy, foot pain. It wasn't until just this summer that I broke my ankle that that diagnosis was actually corrected to CRPS, which is actually one of the most excruciating chronic pain type of ailments a person can have. And so I actually started with just using the Liberty patch, which took the edge off. It did not take the pain completely off for me. And I was just like singing praises when the Freedom patch came around because I was like, yes, get me on that. I want it. I want it so bad. I was like waiting on the sidelines, just waiting to hit the, what do you call it, button, in the submit order button as soon as it came available. And it did help quite a bit when I used them both together. But like, you know, I don't know if maybe you don't know, CRPS is very intense. It feels like, I described it to my husband, like, you know, when you skin your knee and you have raw flesh and then somebody takes a hot poker and stabs you with it. That's what it feels like. I felt like my feet all the way up to my knees, I was constantly being poked with these hot pokers on raw skin. Even just taking a shower, like droplets of water hitting my skin was excruciatingly painful. So it did help me be able to move around without having to like hang on to the rail of, say, going up and down the stairs. I didn't have to like hang on with both hands and take a step, you know, 2 feet at a time at each step. But I got to tell you, when this guy came out and I tried it, these are super. This is great for athletes, right? But when you have CRPS, excruciating pain, I added this guy when I had gallbladder surgery. And the reason why I added it is like, well, you know, if it's like the Liberty patch, but better, then let me try it. And I actually went through times where I would stop using all of my patches entirely for like 2-3 weeks at a time. And I'm like, is this actually really working? But I would start hurting. So I'm like, okay, let's see, let's try this again. We'll start with just this again. Okay, it did take the edge off. Start this again. Okay, it works a little bit better. Let's go ahead and add the victory. And I'm like, I'm functioning like a normal person. I'm actually going up and down the stairs, holding on to just one hand on the rail, and I can go one step, you know, each step like a normal person without having to jump from one step with both feet each time because of the excruciating pain that would go shooting up from my ankles all the way up to my knees. So, these guys, if you have like really bad excruciating pain, even if it's just like having had surgery, like I did with my gallbladder, I found that it actually helps me not just from the pain from having that surgery, but also being able just to function. I have a friend of mine who is a runner, and with her encouragement, I'm like, I'm going to get over this, and I'm going to be taking my dogs not just for walks around the block, but I'm going to be running before you know it. So my whole goal is to not let not let CRPS win me over, but I'm going to win CRPS, and I think it's going to be with the help of these guys.
Well, thank you so much. That's incredible. We call these like Kleenex moments where, it's, you get teary eyed and it's emotional and it's real, guys. This is real stories. People are giving up their time to tell us these stories tonight. And I thank you so much, Vanessa. Next, I want to move on to Alice Hawk from Pefferlaw, Ontario. You're not too far from myself. And I guess you're going to talk about the focus and the flow. So I'm just going to send you an ask to unmute and then you can get started. Thank you.
Well, Vanessa's a little hard to follow. Well, I have to describe my life a little bit in order to talk about what I experienced with the patches. And I think one of the best examples of how my head functioned before the patches was an incident with one of my university professors who said that I was an A plus student doing C work. And it was because nothing could hold my attention. I would get interested in one thing for a couple of days and I just really blow it out of the water. I would be reading everything about it, learning everything about it, and then it would be boring. And I would go on to something else. I did that in business. I did that in relationships. I did that with my money management. And I took a lot of risks in my life. My life was never boring, other than it was chaotic. And I would say chaos is probably the best example or the best word to describe my life until about a week ago when I woke up crying. And I had spent at that point 31 days on Jay's brain, what I don't know what he called it, 60 days to brain function, better brain function or clarity. And that called for the use of liberty, defend, flow, and liberty, defend, and flow are the three ones that he uses. But I also added focus, because I realized that there are two problems. I can't pay attention to anything for a very long period of time. And when I do take a hold of something, I don't focus on it. My mind is all over the place. I'm really scattered. So I think for people who are in network marketing and who have jumped from program to program, they probably understand what I'm talking about. I did that. And when I say I became a supplement junkie, I was jumping from one supplement program to another program. And I could tell you pretty well anything about any network marketing program out there. So one thing this has done is I'm suddenly very, very focused on the Super Patch Company. The focus has completely changed the beginning of my life. And this flow between the two of them, I have cleaned up 6 projects that I started over the past 10 years in 3 or 4 days. And I have set up groups, I've set up all kinds of things to make my Super Patch business a success. This has been an absolute game changer for me. And I am so grateful to Jay for bringing these things to the market, and for Rose bringing it to my attention and encouraging me to get us back into it again after 6 years of sort of being in and around Bach. I love this program. I love the patches. So focus and flow are the number 1 and 2 patches that I'm dealing with right now, and they are definitely changing my life. Thank you.